Hello, everyone. Welcome to the very first episode of Just a Brother Trying to Help. I'm pretty sure by now you guys know what this episode is about by the title. Um, I'm gonna just get right into it. First segment we have is the first segment we have for today is daily life. Daily life. This segment is gonna be about daily news updates, daily hip hop updates, and just some daily life things that we have going on right now as America. Um, One of the first things that I want to talk about is Raw Wave Project. Jesus, boy, that's a good body of work, man. You know, I got a few selected songs that I don't like, but I want to say with a good body of work. Um, Number one, I believe at the moment, and I'm not gonna say he's been very consistent, but I am gonna say he has been one of the most heartfelt and one of the most, I wouldn't say passionate, but connected with his inner self. And all of us, everybody, we're gonna have to get there at one point in time, being connected with ourselves. But Rod Wave, I feel like he right now, current situation today, I feel like that's the guy right there, man. Not the best, but you know, he's at the number one with a number one album. You know what I mean? So if y'all haven't checked it out, I believe it's called Soul Fly by Raw Wave. It's a few other guys out here that's doing some noise. I love Tory Lane consistency, no matter what's going on. Who else put out some music recently? Miguel. I haven't listened to that album, but Miguel has definitely always been one of those guys you could turn on at the right time and everything feel good. So, yeah. And before I even talk about the situation, I just want to give it a few minutes of just quietness for rest in peace, Earl Simmons, also known as DMX. Just give a moment of silence. Man. DMX was one of them guys, man. He was one of them ones that was just full of it, full of joy, full of enlightenment, full of life. He had God every step of the way with him. It'd be weird to say he's full of God. Well, I guess that don't sound too weird, but you know, he had God with him everywhere he went. But at the same time, he had that. You know what? I'm gonna give it up to my boy Charlemagne when he always talk about the balance of ratchetness and righteousness. And DMX always had that amazing balance. He had that amazing balance, and it was great to see, man. He really wasn't during my time era, but he affected everyone. So that speaks on how much of an impact on the world he had. I'm 26. DMX, who I believe is 50. So his prime, I was like a baby, more like 1 or 2 years old when around that prime time area of DMX. But I don't remember too much of him. But yeah, man, yeah. Um, if you want to know what happened or what the situation was, you can do your research on it. I'm not gonna, speak on that too much. But yeah. I want to bring up a situation where I want to bring up a situation where that happened with the Capitol building not too long ago, and and that was they had another attack. I'm not too sure or too certain, but I believe that it's something with that. I believe it's a reason why only one person got sent. I believe it's a reason why nobody's talking about it on the news. I believe why is no information given about this person, and if it is, I apologize to whatever news channel that did report it. But as I've known, there's no name given. The guy has been they shot him, so he's passed away. Whoever you is, R.I.P. But there was another attack. Is the point that I'm getting to. And they were saying they're gonna get ready for attack and do this and do that, but the attack never came to the public eyes. But if you pay attention, they report everything and they let you know about everything that's going on. But the one thing that hasn't been put on the forefront was the fact that someone had went to attack them again. He rams his car right into an officer and hits the officer, and then got out of his car and started to attack another officer with a knife. You know what I mean? So that's pretty like, what in God's God name is going on there? And I just wanted to say, I find it a little weird that that's not out there, that no one knows about it. No one knows about anything that happened with it. Nothing is nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it just certain things just amazes me. You know what I'm saying? Certain things just amazes me, and I rest my case there with that. But there. And as time listeners, listen. As time going, we're gonna get better, and we're gonna get better. I got a segment, and I want to segue into it called Daily Life. That's a topic that we just talked about. I'm gonna have an intro to that. I know I just jumped right in straight into this podcast, so we're gonna have an intro to the podcast, and everything is just gonna be lit. But listen, I want to get to the main topic of today's discussion. And that's talking about success. What is success? Do you reach success if you don't make a lot of money? Is success trying something that you never tried before and you are good at it? What is success? And the funny answer to that is everyone has a different opinion on what success is. Everyone has a different opinion on what success is. It's no right, there's no wrong answer to it. And the reason that I say that is because a lot of people get things misconstrued and say this or may say that. You ain't successful, you fell off, you this or you that. But you in your heart, you feel like I've maintained my lifestyle. Just because I may not be in your face all the time or that face, or you may not see this artist, or you may not see this actor, or whoever is in a profession of limelight, or even a few athletes that like Matt Barnes. Some people could say Matt Barnes fell off, but that man took a fucking power move. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see those things. Oh, he working for Showtime, blah, blah, blah. No. Start to understand certain shit. That man done left the NBA, athletic and all, and he went and did his own talk show. Well, I mean, not talk show, but podcast, to where he could do what he want to do. And he had fans that engaged into it. That's called leveling up. But the perception would be he fell off because he's not in the league no more. You know what I'm saying? And the reason for that is we got to start understanding what success is. What going to where you want to go to. It's all perspective. It's all opinionated when it comes to that specific thing. Like, do you feel successful? Do you feel like you got, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a few different things to where it's like You gotta be able to feel confident in yourself. But one thing we're gonna do at this podcast is we're gonna tell the definition of it. And I got definitions from Oxford Languages. Just basically typical Google definition. They say that's the dictionary that they're using. The definition of success: the accomplishment of an aim or pursuit. Simple. You hit anything, you aim for it, and you accomplish it. I want to get that girl. She's a very attractive woman. I'm gonna aim to get out on a date with her. You get out on a date, you successfully got it. Not just because you ain't fucked, that don't mean you wasn't successful. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, I can't say that because you may not feel like that was success, and that's on you to feel that way. But the next person may be like, yeah, yo, at least you got the date. But what did you aim to do? Did you aim to get on a date with her? You got the date. Success. You know, for success for me is all my kids having a house, me getting a house, and I want to get a house back home in New Jersey. That's because that's where I'm from, and I want to get my wife a house in North Carolina because this is her home turf. I get my wife. I get me a house in North Carolina. I'm in New Jersey. I get my wife a house out here in North Carolina. I get all three of my kids a house out here in North Carolina, and I get me a beach house. And we good. We sit back. Everything paid for, and I get all my kids in stocks. That's success to me. To me personally. If I have a business and my business don't boom the way I want it to, I would be sad. But I wouldn't feel like I wasn't successful. You know what I mean? My brand VLF, my podcast, if it doesn't become a podcast to where I'm touring the world or nothing like that, I'm not going to be depressed. I'm not going to feel like I'm not successful. You know what I mean? Now, if I don't get my daughters a home, I'm going to feel like I didn't succeed. If I don't buy me a home, I don't feel like I'm going to succeed. And it's not just about having a home, because if I have 5 homes, that's real estate. You know what I'm saying? So understand where I'm going when I talk. I want people to understand, because us as black brothers, we tend to believe that we know exactly what someone's saying and run with it. No, you gotta listen to what someone's saying. And that's what this podcast is all about: growth, helping us grow to be the best people that we can be. And when someone says something and you just take that and run with it, that's not showing a lot of intelligence. That's showing, one way thinking, one main way thinking. He said this, he meant that. I don't care what he explained. You know what I'm saying? That's not the way you want to walk down life. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people can say things but don't know how to say it. But you got to believe what they tell you. You know what I'm saying? What their message was behind it. I don't mean to veer off. I do that sometimes, but I want to get back on topic to what success is. Yeah, just what is success for you? What is it? What is it? That's the first step we go to. Where are you going? Where are you trying to get to? What is your successful, you know what I'm saying? What is success for you? What is it going to look like for you at the end? You know what I mean? When you start a business, how do you want that business to be successful? What is your outlooks on it? What is some things that you're going to say, yo, this, that, and the third. I want that done with this. You know what I'm saying? At the end of this year, I want to have at least, at the end of this year, realistically, we're in April now. By the end of this year, I at least want to have $10,000 saved up by the end of this year. Realistically. You know what I'm saying? That's a goal. I reached that goal. I feel like I have successfully reached my financial standpoint. If I could save up to $10,000 and also maintain my life, I feel like that was a good pat on the back. At the end of the year, I could start right off with $10,000 strong and make some good moves. You understand? And as we go on in my episodes, I'm gonna let you in on my life a little bit. I'm not gonna jump around too much, and I'm not gonna spill all the tea out. But at the same time, at the end of the year, that's where I would like to be. You know, you by me saying I want to say $10,000, you kind of know where my tax bracket lays. You know, I'm a check to check nigga. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I'm broke, and I'm not saying that I'm out here struggling. But I live check to check. Me and my family, we live check to check, and I want to help the next people out here in the world not live check to check. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm on that urge to where I'm not living check to check. I'm about 1 or 2 steps away from it. You know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be much to where I go right back to that situation. You know what I'm saying? So I like to talk my things through, talk my things out, so I could manifest it into the air. And that's why I created this podcast platform, just a brother trying to help. Because by me helping other people, maybe once I get to where I need to be, maybe someone can reach back and help me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not, and that did sound, that when I just said that seemed very like hand for a hand, eye for an eye type of situation. But it's not, because I know realistically how that help can come. You know what I'm saying? So by me doing this right here, I feel like maybe at least somebody could help me, you know what I'm saying? Not show me exactly where the river is, but at least tell me go north, south, east, or west. You get what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell you where the river is, but you head north and you can find it. You know what I'm saying? And this podcast is a little bit more of look at the GPS, and we're gonna get there together. But my plan is to help. You help one, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody could help you. You know what I mean? So like speaking of help, today I seen a brother, his car was on the side of the road looking stressed. It was right in the intersection area where a light was. At the time it wasn't heavy traffic. But I asked the brother, I said, yo, you need some help. When we turned off, we was gonna turn going up a hill. And I said, yo, you need some help. He said, man, I don't know if when we push it, we can make it up the hill. So can we just, like, you know what I'm saying? I want to leave right here, but come on, let's try to do what we could do. And as we doing it, somebody else came. And somebody else helped us. And we got it there. You know what I'm saying? So by me just reaching out one hand, then I got another hand to come help me help him push it all the way up. You know what I'm saying? It's a domino effect. It could be a domino effect. And if us brothers, we help each other and we just give information, because that's all it is at the end of the day. It's information. We give our information. We let our peoples know that we for them, and that we love. I love all my brothers out here. All of them. If I fought you, I love you. If I don't fuck with you, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Because if I'm down, if you down, I'm down. If I'm down, you down. We can't win without each other. You go into these white areas and these white neighborhoods, every last one of them is up. All of them is up. All of them. We had the same shit. We you know what I'm saying? Right now, I live probably about 5-10 minutes from downtown. I'm looking at my truck right now, and I can see the buildings from up top. I could be the the very, you know what I'm saying, sky-rise buildings. They beautiful. They beautiful. All the motherfuckers down there, 9 times out of 10, some white folks. Not to be, you know what I'm saying, but we're gonna keep it funky how it is. Why we could do that. We could do that. We all ain't gotta be out here in the slums. Right up the street is a spot called Brad. It's a street called Brad. I'm not saying that's one of the most terrible areas in Raleigh, but niggas know how they get down up there. If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? And I'm doing this podcast and this platform for us brothers to just, stick together, man. When we see each other, Wade, what's up, my boy? How you doing today? How life? Everything good? Not being too touchy, feely, because you already know how us as brothers is. You already know how we get down. We don't really want niggas all to our business. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. But one thing we gotta do, we gotta start helping each other, man. We gotta start helping. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one. You know what I'm saying? Somebody doing wrong, something, You know what I'm saying? But one of the first steps that we're gonna do is what is success. That's one of the first things. You gotta know where you wanna go. Where you trying to reach? What is your ending goal? What is success to you? What is it? Where you gonna go to when you get to that point to where you feel like I've made it? I'm here now. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? How you know what I'm saying? How that's gonna do? I spent some time in prison, and that's why I had somebody say to me, "Yo, what you gonna do when you get out of here? You said your shorty pregnant. You said you're this, you're that. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit, certain, you know what I'm saying? Life a little crazy. You don't know what job, career path you want to take down. You out of high school. You don't know what to do. What you trying to do? Where you trying to get to? I had a few passions, you know. Of course, I love to design clothes. I'm still into that. Me and my daughter's designing together for the youth. You understand? So I will be selling children clothing. Yes, it's going to be also adult clothing, but majority we're targeting the children. Dope fly product for children. T-shirts, jean jackets, pants, all of it. Dope young children. Every size, every age. Coming soon. VL forever _ Instagram. That's where you could reach us at. VL forever _ all together. You put the V, the L, and then the F with the OEVER _ and you follow us. You know what I'm saying? And when I like I was saying, back to the story, let me go again, veering off. But when I was locked up, you know what I'm saying, it was a guy. He said, "Yo, what is your ending goal?" That's what he said to me. You sitting in the day room. We was talking it up, chatting it up, and he just said, "Yo, what's your ending goal?" You know what I'm saying? I'm in here for. He told me what he was in there for. He said when he get out, he was successful at it. He just had a young nigga that was doing young nigga shit, and he fucked around and slipped up. But he told, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know the details on his situation, but it was a young nigga that was with him, and the young nigga was doing young nigga shit, basically. And bro said when he get out, he going right back to what he was doing. Only his downfall was fucking with that young boy. You know what I'm saying? And now, young boy out the picture. I'm not here to tell nobody how to live their life. Whatever he was doing, I believe he was selling. You know what I'm saying? He was getting his shit over. He was moving weight out here. Apparently, that's what he say. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, something that I took from it was, well, what you gonna do when you get out? Where's your ending point? That's what he said. Where's your ending point? Where's you gonna feel good at when you do something? How far you want to go with it? Because I was doing bullshit robbing, bullshit stealing. You know what I'm saying? Basically, when you get to that stage, at what point are you gonna not steal? Or at what point you gonna feel like you stole enough to where you feel good? You know what I'm saying? It's something to think about when you out there doing that. You know what I mean? If you're selling drugs, what point you gonna save up? You gonna stop fucking your pack up, and you gonna start saving your money. And every time you come in the house, you tell, "Hey, yo, boo, I got 5 bands towards the safe today. Hey, boo, I got 10 bands towards the safe today." Shit, and even some niggas that's on a lower level. Hey, yo, baby girl, or even talking to yourself, smoking a blunt, counting your money. I got $20 to put towards the safe. Anything helps, but where you gotta have somewhere you trying to go. If you ain't got nowhere you trying to go, it's like running on a treadmill. You're running in place. You running in place, and when you walk out of the building, you're gonna be tired as hell. That's all. That's what it's gonna be. So the first step I want us to start together is, what is success? What is success, man? Tune back in with me on Monday, and so we could do this thing again, and we could give it to the people, and we could talk about it. Leave your comments under the page. Subscribe, hit that bell, hit the thumbs up. You know, leave a comment, some advice. If you got any questions, I'll answer them. You know what I'm saying? I can also have guest appearances if that's something that we need to do. But one thing that I do want to say, these podcasts are going to be a little bit longer. I'm going to stretch them out to about an hour. To all my guys that's out there working and they want to get a good message in, or they want to get some good advice on. We talking about it all this podcast. This podcast we talking about, we talking about it all. I'm speaking on the perspective of a black man in America and ways that I feel like we can grow, from our children to our parents, to when we dealing with certain things in life, certain ways to move, because we all want to do the family thing, but at the same time we still got our bullshit. You got to know when to cut it out, but you also, if you want to do both, you got to know how to do both. You got to know how to have a stash jar that look like a motherfucking spray bottle that you put your weed in, versus the just having a bag full of weed in your car. You know what I'm saying? Just certain ways to know how to move and do things. You know what I'm saying? We talking about it all. I'm big in stocks, and that's one of the next things I'm getting into. So as I learn more on stocks, I'm gonna also start giving y'all Jews on stocks, and I'm gonna dumb it down. And like I said, we give the definition of everything. Today was, what is success? I gave you the definition of what success was. But like they say, wherever you aim at and shoot and you pursue, that's success. So that's very vague, you know what I'm saying? But that's what it is. That's what it is. And hopefully maybe we either laugh, you related with me, or you on the other side listening and you would like to debate with me. This is Just a Brother podcast. See you next week.